Hello everyone, this is Mario. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to stage 16 of the Giro d'Italia 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. Today's stage marks the beginning of the third week, the final week of the Giro d'Italia 2019. And what a better way to start the final week than with a 225-kilometer long mountainous stage, including the iconic Passo Gavia, the Cima Coppi, the highest point the riders will be on in the Giro 2019. If I'm not mistaken, the altitude in the top of the Passo Gavia is above 2,600 meters. Of course, this is one of the most defining stages for the GC contenders. It's going to be really important to be in a good, strong day today. As for my team, Trek Segafredo, I will probably exclusively focus on Bauke Mollema because the other focus I had in this Giro, the mountain classification for Giulio Ciccone, is now looking to be harder to get to. Ciccone lost the jersey in the previous stage to Rafał Majka, and Majka is probably going to be on the breakaway again today, and it's going to be really hard to get enough points with Giulio Ciccone to overtake Majka again in the classification. So I will probably keep Ciccone in the peloton to later be helpful for Bauke Mollema. So here we are, starting the stage in Lovere, the stage which will take the riders to Ponte di Legno. And as I said, and even though there are 93 points available for the KOM classification today, I'm not going to put Giulio Ciccone in the breakaway because he is not having the greatest fitness in the previous days, and Rafał Majka is clearly stronger than Ciccone, and he is probably the one going to take the mountain classification in the end. So I will simply use Giulio Ciccone to be another strong, helpful rider for Bauke Mollema. So the breakaway riders are starting the ascension to Passo della Presolana. They currently have almost 7 minutes lead over the peloton. They are starting this category 2 climb and are 9 kilometers away from the summit of the climb. In this breakaway group, we have the blue jersey wearer, the leader of the KOM, Rafał Majka. We also have Valentin Madouas, Thomas de Gendt, Joe Dombrowski, Christopher Nies, Esteban Chaves. We also have Lucas Ovzien, Davide Villela, Alexis Vuillermoz, and Tanel Kangert. So with 1.6 kilometers to go in this climb, Valentin Madouas is the first one to attack for the KOM points. He has 32 points at the moment in the classification. Tanel Kangert is going to take the first position here, and Rafał Majka doesn't appear to be as strong as in previous days. But still, he is going to take third in the climb, with Tanel Kangert taking top points, and Rafał Majka now has 175 against Giulio Ciccone's 151. So the riders in the breakaway currently have 11 minutes lead over the peloton. They are approaching the summit of this category 3 climb. So let's see who is going to be the first one to attack for the KOM points this time. Joe Dombrowski is leading the group. He's working for his teammate Tanel Kangert. And it's again Valentin Madouas, the first one to attack. Let's see what happens. Tanel Kangert is following. Madouas is going to be the first. No, it was Tanel Kangert taking the points, and I don't know if Rafał Majka managed to get any points in this one. I don't think so. So the riders in the breakaway are just about to start the climb to Passo Gavia. It's a really, really long climb, 16.6 kilometers at an average of 7.8%, but with some sections that are well above 10%. So it's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be a big stretch for most of the riders in this peloton. Now is the time that I will be focusing on Bauke Mollema mostly, so that he can cope with this climb. So the riders in the peloton are still 10 kilometers away from the top of this climb, and already only 78 men remaining in this group, and we are about to lose Gogol as well. Nicola Conchi won't be staying here for long either. So I will now have to use Giulio Ciccone to protect Bauke Mollema. The breakaway group still has over 8 minutes lead, and they are 5 kilometers, roughly 5 kilometers from the top of the climb. In this group, we still have Esteban Chaves, Thomas de Ghent, Valentin Madois, Tanel Kangart, Alexis Vuillermo, and Rafał Majka is being dropped. Oh, why didn't I go with Giulio Ciccone in this breakaway? Majka is showing signs of weakness. I feel like I should be doing something at the moment. We are 4 kilometers away from the top of the climb. Going back to the breakaway, it's Thomas de Ghent and Esteban Chaves. They are the two riders remaining at the top of the Passo Gavia. It's going to be Esteban Chaves, the first one in this climb with Thomas de Ghent. I'm impressed with how Thomas de Ghent is doing in this race. Ben O'Connor is attacking from the peloton. He's trying to gain some advantage before the downhill. I'm going to play it defensively, and if I have to attack, I will do it on the final Category 1 climb. So the peloton is now starting the downhill after climbing to the top of the Passo Gavia. We have Chad Haga leading this group. It's going to be a long downhill now, and I will probably only see you back at the beginning of the final Category 1 climb of this day. So the weather conditions today are terrible. The riders really can't see anything, which makes the downhill even more dangerous. And the breakaway group is starting the climb to Passo del Mortirolo, the final Category 1 climb of this day. There are still 6 men in this group: Thomas de Ghent, Tanel Kangart, Valentin Madois, Esteban Chaves, Rafał Majka, and Alexis Vuillermo. They are probably going to take the stage, since they still have 7.5 minutes lead over the favorites group. The favorites group is also starting the ascension now, so this is the defining moment of the stage. So the weather conditions are really terrible at the moment. I have Giulio Ciccone trying to pace a bit. Well, he was pacing a bit at the front earlier, but now I will just maintain position with him. I will actually put him protecting Bauke Mollema and maintain position with Gianluca Brambilla. So I think that after the steepest section of this climb, I will try and attack with Bauke Mollema. He's going to be alone by then, because Ciccone is done, he's out of energy. I'm now going to have to use Gianluca Brambilla to protect Mollema, and he's also going to be out of energy very soon. So yeah, my two riders, my two free elements for this race are now done. Their work is done for today. So I'm attacking with Bauke Mollema now. 3 kilometers away from the top. It might be too early still, but I have to try something, and the other riders are not responding. So this is looking good. I'm going to lower the pace now. Let's lower it to 85. Roglic is leading the favorites group, and Bauke Mollema got almost 2 minutes over this group now. I'm dropping the pace a bit more. I'm reaching Rafał Majka now. Let's see what I can do. almost reaching the top with Mollema. Now let's take the opportunity here in the downhill. This is looking really good. I have like 2.5 minutes lead over the favorites group, I think, but it's still going to be hard going to the end. Bauke Mollema is reaching the bottom of this downhill. He is still leading the other group by 1 minute and 45 seconds. And with plenty of energy for the final 15 kilometers. Well, for the final 16 kilometers for him is now only 2 minutes behind the front group. We still have Thomas de Ghent. Thomas de Ghent is attacking now, and Vuillermo and Esteban Chaves cannot follow him. Impressive performance. Now let's see if Bauke Mollema can keep the advantage over the other favorites. It's not going to be easy, but I had to try something here. So there are some attacks now in the favorites group. Vincenzo Nibali is attacking. I need to drop the pace a bit with Bauke Mollema. He's wasting too much energy. I think he might be caught and then left behind by the others. The other rider stopped pacing as well. So I think I can do this. Bauke Mollema overtaking Vuillermo and Chaves. And Thomas de Ghent is going to take the stage, but not by much. Bauke Mollema, increase the pace now. Come on, take as much time as you can. Thomas de Ghent won the stage, Bauke Mollema second. Let's see now how much time he gets to the others. Vincenzo Nibali is the first. I think it's about 1 minute. Bauke Mollema got 1 minute over most of the favorites, I think. I will have to check in the final results of the stage. But a great performance by Bauke Mollema, attacking in the final category 1 climb and then going solo to the end of the stage. So Thomas de Ghent manages to win stage 16 of the Giro d'Italia, a magnificent performance from the Lotto Soudal rider, taking a solo win in this stage. Thomas de Ghent winning ahead of Bauke Mollema, our team leader, who actually managed to gain 1 minute and 4 seconds to the main GC favorite, so it was a positive result for Trek Segafredo. Tom Dumoulin still leads the GC, and now Bauke Mollema is back in the top 5 of the competition, is 7 minutes and 33 behind the leader, but 20 seconds ahead of Tony Galopin in 6th. Rafał Majka extended his lead in the mountain classification, although not as much as I was expecting. Maybe it was a mistake to throw the towel on this classification. I should have gone with Ciccone in the breakaway. Primož Roglic still leading the points classification, and now the second rider in this classification is Tom Dumoulin. The best young rider, as always, Miguel Angel Lopez. Valentin Madouas recovered his second position, and Giulio Ciccone dropped to third. In the team front, Movistar keeps the lead of this classification. So even though Bauke Mollema didn't win the stage, Thomas de Ghent did it magnificently. Bauke Mollema managed to gain 1 minute and 4 seconds, and plus the 6 seconds of time bonus at the finish line for being second. So he managed to gain 1 minute and 10 seconds over the main favorites, which actually prompted him to go up the GC, and he is now 5th ahead of Tony Galopin. So things are looking better now for his goal of finishing in the top 5, but a better result than that is going to be extremely hard because Mikel Landa is still over 3 minutes away from Bauke Mollema. Also, I think it's important to tell you that 17 riders in this stage reached the end out of the time limit. so they are now out of the Giro d'Italia. Only 130 riders left in the peloton. So looking at the next stage is going to be another important stage for the GC. Probably not as tough as this one, but again, it's finishing in the summit, so it's going to be it will create some gaps between the GC favorites. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stage. I really liked it. It was very interesting to play and to record. Um, I I think I did pretty okay with Bauke Mollema. It was what I couldn't do in the previous stage to gain some time over the favorites. I did it this time. He got back into the top 5 of the GC. So if you have enjoyed this, please like the video. Also comment below on what you think I can improve in my videos. I really value your opinions. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your support. And I hope to see you next time for stage 17 of the Giro d'Italia 2019 in Pro Cycling Manager. Bye!